Can we have a button? Can we not have like a cheer button or something, or like a Konz. You know, if we can triple that vocal so it makes it sound like there's loads of people, that would be sick. Hear ye, my people. Welcome to If I Ruled the World, the podcast where we speak to young people at the Big House about what the world would look like if they were in charge. The Big House is an organisation offering long-term support for care-affected people, young people who have experience with things like social care, the criminal justice system, or housing authorities, maybe because of challenging circumstances in their lives. This week, we're speaking to Konz369. So Konz369, please tell us who you are and what do you do?
I'm an actor, spoken word, artist, and I write as well.
My name is X. You can call me Your Holiness, Your King. You can just call me the man them. You just call me bro. Please. But right now, I'm in charge. And I'll be deciding whether I think if my guests are qualified to reign over everyone else. So I'm going to be asking a series of questions about how you plan to switch things up. So without further ado, I welcome everyone to If I Rule the World. All right, first thing first. What makes you a suitable candidate for this role to rule the world?
I don't think anyone should rule the world. Yeah, I think it's a bad idea.
Okay.
Because this is where you end up in a tyrannical regime. Someone is just taken over. They can do anything. There's no one to check them. It's not good for anyone to have that much power because they're all on the button, especially like in times like now. It's not good for anyone to just be able to push that button and destroy the world or do, whatever. Not that that's where I'll be coming from, but I just think power, you don't know what it does to people. That's why we have like parliaments, and this is why we have how it's set up. But if I had to, if there was no choice, I would say that I've lived in a lot of different circumstances. I've lived with a lot of different people. I think I've got quite a range of, like, I can find common ground with people. I think that's as a ruler, I think that's important to understand the people that you rule over, because we should have a fair society. It shouldn't be such divides. I think the divides come from people I think a lot of people grow up living in their boxes. Yeah. They live, a lot of people don't leave their area, or they got the same school friends. They haven't actually got out of their comfort zone. And I think taking this, a lot of my life has been out of my comfort zone. I've been a stranger to people and helped. I've had help from strangers. And I think that's what makes our world. A lot of the time we focus on the negatives in life all the time. Especially if you watch the news too much, it bombards you and you'll think that we live in this crazy, like the world's about to blow up, we're about to do this is going to happen, that's going to happen. But there's actually a lot of good things. There is a lot of good things that are happening in the world as well. And when you get out of your comfort zone and you speak to different people and you move around, you notice that like most people are just trying to get by. But I've traveled quite a lot, speaking with the locals and just seeing how different people live. Funny, like what happiness is quite interesting. It's quite isolated in this society.
Like what the standards of happiness are.
Yeah, what the standards of happiness are. So we say, it's have a nice car, stable job, good house. That equals happiness. But if you go to different places around the world where people don't have those things and they're still smiling and, it's sort of, but they have a community maybe. So they got a bigger community, which we kind of, in the business model that we run by in this society, it's not as much community based.
So what are you going to be referred to as once you rule the world? So
this is the same with titles. I think that it can be quite misleading.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have titles in life that they haven't necessarily earned. And it can give people this false empowerment. They don't deserve it. So you've got, different passing down land, and then that land makes you a baron, or if and it's all this type of thing. And then so I'm gonna swerve on the whole king and sir and this type of things. Nah, I don't think think we need it. No.
Don
Konz. Don Konz, Don Juan Konz,
Don Juan Konz. That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, but I think I think it's like interesting. Like graffiti is. I know I'm swerving a bit there.
No,
like,
go for it.
Like how people earn their tag. I think that's more, to me, that's more interesting.
I was going to say, you actually write like a graffiti artist.
Yeah, a bit, yeah. So it's like how someone earns their tag is they put it up, you know, and then like the more up you are, the more areas you've been, that's how you get your king or your toy.
Like Helch.
Yeah. Like a lot of these man, they've got big pieces around, and then that's like where you say, oh, okay, like he's earned that right to be called Helch or whatever, or Tox or Fume, you know, like they Zombie, like they've earned their right to be that by being so prolific and so up. But no, I just Konz is cool. I'll just stick with that. So Konz is basically it's deriving from the prefix. It's a prefix from Latin, and it's to put things together. So you got like a con art, you got all these type of things, but also the origin of con is to bring things together. So I used to Confusion was my rap name before.
Okay.
Yeah. And then fusion is to infuse things. So it's bring things together and infuse them that was the, you know, like I put people together a lot of the time.
And so when you rule the world, everyone will refer to you as Konz. Okay, Konz369. So this is a big job and you're going to need some help. So who are you going to recruit to run the show, to help you run the show? Who's in your cabinet? Who's the team?
My Prime Minister, now it's a bit of a curveball, and he might not do well, he might do well. I don't know, but I think Karl Pilkington.
Who's Karl Pilkington?
So he worked with Ricky Gervais.
Okay. Is this the little bald guy?
Little bald guy.
Yeah, I know exactly. I just didn't get the name. Yeah. Okay.
So I think he's quite funny.
Yeah.
And I think he's quite straight to the point.
Yeah, 100%.
I think whether he's right or not, for whether he could do the job or not, but I'd like to see his opinions. You know what I mean? And I think he's travelled and done all these mad things.
Are you running an experiment on the whole planet?
Yeah, of course. What is life, bro? It is all an experiment, bro.
I love it.
In all honesty, how I feel that Parliament should be is kind of like, what do you call it, when you've got your fantasy football league?
Yeah.
It should be like that. So like you'd have all your stats, you'd have all their stats, and then you'd go from that. Rather than say, oh, look, if we hire this person, that means these people are going to be there. It's more like, oh, pick and choose. Say, oh, look, she's been smashing it.
Yeah.
He's flopped it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so
sell him.
Sell him. Sin bin, lower league, whatever, and then
trade him for her,
and then and then maybe this person over there, and I feel like it's quite an elitist world, but also it's not an easy life being a politician. I think a lot of people don't respect how, like, it's not an easy life. I don't think so. It's a lot of learning. 100%. It's a lot of working. It's a lot of hours, and you're in the public eye. So you're open. You haven't got a private life, as some people do.
All right, so you're all set up. It's time to celebrate. So let's talk about the coronation.
What I would do is I'd spend the budget on, say, I get this Reading. I'd buy this prison, this Reading prison.
Come on.
Yeah, and then with the money that I'm spending on this party, we'll have the party in the prison, and we'll use people to employ people to build it into spaces. Yeah. So it'd be like a warehouse rave, but when we're done with the leftover budget, is that will go into making that into a functional building. Yeah, with like either affordable offices or housing or whatever it is. It turns into something. We don't just like dash it. We don't just throw it in the bin. Yeah. That's my main problem I see with a lot of things in like productions, especially in the film industry and the theatre. Is once the place, a lot of the stuff just goes to landfill. Yeah. So you got this £1 million budget. In my head, I'm like, I don't see why. If you've got £1 million, then that £1 million could go into rebuilding a space and then use that space to film and then leave that, and then you was going to throw it away anyway. So you just give that back to the community. And then it's used as a sustainable space.
I like that. And what are you going to be wearing? What's the fit?
I was thinking a suit. But it's a tracksuit. Suit looking smart, but it's a tracksuit.
What colour would you go?
My grand's Scottish, so we stick with the tartan. Maybe a nice tartan suit, chilling. Nothing too fancy.
You wouldn't like kilt it?
Nah.
A young kilt just to let everyone know, like, yo, listen, the
I'm
heritage.
inclusive. No, we're all right. No, so that's something comfortable, bro.
So what would the feast consist of then?
I'm thinking, so we build a kitchen.
Yeah.
Build a massive kitchen.
Come on.
Yeah, left for the community, and then have all different cooks from different food sources.
Yeah.
But make them all work with each other. So you'd have teams. So you'd have your head chef, is your head chef.
Yeah.
So you have your like Indian food, and then your English cook, and your Caribbean, whatever, Sri Lankan, Thai. But their team has to work with the others.
Like what, another culture?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So you like boom. So you'd have like the person making that, head chef. So obviously got the recipes. Yeah. And then the under chef, sous chef, and kitchen, whatever workers. Yeah. They're from the different, so they're learning. So when they when they leave, they take away knowledge of other culture food as well.
Who's going to be like the head chef for like England? Is it Gordon Ramsay?
Who's the head chef for England? I don't know, man.
Maybe Jamie Oliver.
Dave from the fish bar. Nah, you'd have to have someone's nan, bro. You'd have to have someone's nan that just slaps it. Do you know what I mean?
You just have everyone's grandma from a different country.
What are we having? Yeah, everyone's grandma. I like that. Yeah, I'll stick to that.
Everyone's nan from a different country because they know how to make it.
They run, because they know the real, not the restaurant version. Yeah, the real. What's going to keep you warm in your belly? Yeah. England obviously have a nice stew, or you'd have the leek and potato soup, and then a roast. I think we'd beat
everyone at the roast.
Everyone's going to be at the roast, bro.
I think we would body everyone when it comes to a Sunday thing. If it's a roast, it's
they don't know. Other countries don't.
I'm not even English. I'm flying that flag. It's me.
That's
the Yorkshire pudding on my left hand and the flag on the right.
My friend, his mum makes the roast with rice. Yeah. Rice and sweet corn. So he has like the roast chicken, and he has like the sort of jerk gravy. Yeah. With the rice, and I think that's a good infusion.
I have it with rice as well.
You have it, I think that's great. Do you have potatoes as well?
Yeah, 100%. Has to have.
And cauliflower cheese, or
not cauliflower cheese.
You have mac and cheese.
I don't even have mac and cheese.
Nah.
But the Yorkshire puddings happen there. Roast vegetables, roast potatoes, parsnips, carrots, a sweet potato is in there. We break a lot of rules.
Sweet potato, so you're chucking in the sweet potato
and a potato.
I think that's fine. That's fused.
You know what I mean? But that's what your Konz, bro. Yeah. Konz' kitchen.
Yeah, you got it.
And it's a fusion.
It's a fusion
of different
look
things.
At that, he's going.
Brother.
You get the funding in now, yeah?
We're podding.
We're podding
right now. We're podding. All right, so it's time to pick your national anthem. We got the coronation down. We know what we're doing, but you're about to step out, in your track suits, and it's about to go down. Like, what is the national anthem as you step out?
Well, you can do it if you really want this tune.
You can do it if you really want to do it. Why do I know this song?
Sure. Desmond Dekker is from what film is it from? It's that's the tune.
That's the tune.
Anyway, my point is it's because I think that's like it's the sound culture.
Okay.
Like the days of when the West Indian people brought over the sound system culture.
So, big entrance.
Yeah.
What colour is the carpet? Are we going for red?
I think we have a green.
A green?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Emerald.
Emerald green. Yeah, I like emerald green. Yeah. Some big
I think the red's been played out, right?
It is. And then the rose petals are going.
Yeah.
Everyone is just, it's going off.
Big sound systems.
Big boy sound system.
Yeah.
You step out, you're walking out. Guys, everyone go on your streaming platforms and get ready to load up Desmond Dekker. You can get it if you really want. And everyone is going mad. I'm just there in the middle of the crowd. Yeah. That's my boy. That's my boy. God. Don't worry, he's busy. That's my guy. Bro, it's going crazy. I can see it. No, I can see it. It's gonna pop. So time to get to work.
Yeah.
You got all the money in the world.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that you're willing to do with it?
Well, again, I don't think that's a good idea for anyone to have all the money in the world. So you'd have to distribute somehow, innit? But I feel like fixing the waterways and the oceans, I feel like that's a massive issue for us as society. Yeah. Is sort of like we've kind of neglected it because it is important for these waters to be clean. We're losing all the ocean life and try and get rid of this plastics. I feel like that's quite important. Yeah. To at least try and make more biodegradable plastics. Yeah. Because we were kind of on our way. It was like people were making quite a lot of progress. You sort of slow down a bit, get back onto that.
Yeah.
I think free public transport, especially if you're going to work. It is like, even London is quite good, 150, if you can get from one side of the city to the other, 150 is good. But sometimes people aren't mess up with their money or whatever, and they're going to work, they're trying to do something, you know, and to have, I think, a couple services that run for free would stop people, I'm going to drive my car or not. Oh, but the train's free today. I'll go into work, it's free. Well, actually, I'm not going to drive my car then. I'll do that. Yeah. It's an incentive. Right now, it's like, well, it's a tenner to travel from there to there, or it's a tenner petrol, and I get to listen to my tunes and drive, and you're going to be more think about the car, innit?
What law are you going to introduce now that you rule the world?
Some sort of scheme where if you lose a parent at a young age, then there's a X amount of like a grant that you get when you're 18 or 21, and you get a mentor that helps you either invest that money or what's best for you, how to spend it. It's your money. But I feel like a lot of people, they lose a parent when they're young, and they're like kind of lost and then forced into sort of working a job that they're not really doing, or then they get into crime because they want that financial stability. Yeah. Or they do drugs or whatever to bury their head in the sand. I feel like if you had this incentive that you were like, like people get trust funds, don't they? Yeah. And I feel that kind of, you know, they want to get better grades, or they think like, I got this 20 grand coming when I'm 19. Like, let me start planning for it now. So then they, you know, when it drops, they can invest it, and then, you know, then you become self-sufficient. You know, if you haven't got a parent, if you lost a parent, that's like it's a big thing. And to then not have that financial single parent household, you start going, you know, it's not an easy life growing up.
I love the idea. I'm just scared that like my missus takes me off the map, because now
this is what I was thinking. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was thinking that as well.
You get set up.
But then also we need to depopulate. So it's been said, and that might be a little side quest for people, isn't it? But, no, I was thinking. I did deep it as well. I did think that, like, yo, hang on, you kind of pissed me off actually. Like, but it's for the kid.
We've been at it for 17 years.
It's not for her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Just one day, I'm just on holiday with my missus, and she just pushes me off the balcony.
Starts cooking for you too much.
Yeah, just...
starts getting into hiking.
Literally.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, my phone doesn't work.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. Right, okay. Yeah. So that is the law that you want to introduce. What would you put on the school curriculum?
What I'd like to do is bring back young apprenticeships.
Love that.
Yeah. I think, you know, like, school ain't for everyone. Education, like learning, some people are more hands-on people. And I feel like for some of these kids, like when they get kicked out of school, end up in crews and different things. And then they can, maybe that's an option. Or it should just be an option at 14. Like, do you know what? To be honest, I feel like I've learned enough. I don't need to know about the wars, or I don't need to learn this much. Some kids have disengaged anyway. Me, I stopped listening about 12. Like,
I locked off in year 11.
Yeah, I'm all right, man. Like,
the only thing I cared about was music and drama. That was it.
Sort of thing, yeah. But if you could get an apprenticeship, say even in, I don't know, whatever, even if you're doing mechanics, you started at 14, and by the time you're 18, like, you're making good money. And you're an expert. Yeah, you're already there. Yeah. Like, so why have you got to wait until, like, these kids are capable. Like, you know what I mean? There's some are more than others, but I think it's important that you get paid the living wage on the apprenticeships as well. Okay, yeah. Because I feel like it's a bit like you got a lot of people going out there for 40 quid a week.
What do you want to abolish? What do you want to get rid of?
The single-use seeds. So now, like, it used to be, you buy your seed for your plant, for your crop, and then it seeds itself. So once you bought your one, once I bought my one seed off you, then I can use my other seeds. I ain't got to come and chat to you no more. But now they've made it in a lot of patterns on the seed that only once it's grown, you get your crop, then I have to come back to you and get the seed again. And then you put the price up. And that's why a lot of the farmers in India, and a lot of the farmers, that's why they're having the protests, because of the cost of the seeds is going up so much, they can't afford to make the crops. They can't afford to eat.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a such thing as single-use seeds.
Yeah. So it's like I feel like I don't know how many people do know about that. That's just unnecessary. It's like it's life. It's life. It's how nature intended it to be. It should just be. You shouldn't try to play God and especially for profit. Certain things shouldn't be able to make profit on because it's to benefit society, civilization.
How would you manage global conflict?
I think it's like an Olympics type thing with the leaders, but like a mental and a physical one. So like, have you seen chess boxing?
Nah.
So you do like one round of chess, so a minute of playing chess and then a minute of boxing.
What?
Yeah. So, and I feel like that's the sort of, rather than sending bombs off everywhere, the leader's got to stand up. And then you look up, you say, you know what, my man's, he's smart, and or she can really swing a punch, and they got to battle each other.
Yeah.
They have to battle each other.
The leaders.
So it's on them.
Okay.
So when they're thinking to do this or do that, they got to think, actually, you know what, it's not just me sending people off.
Yeah.
I got to stand up and they got to stand up and fight for their country and beliefs. Yeah.
So what are you going to do about the rise in AI?
2 ways to sort of go about it, innit? Really, is that one is kind of makes people's life easier. What was Elon Musk was saying, in the future, it's not going to be, it's like, what are people going to do with their time? Jobs are coming to an end. Yeah, because soon he's going to be driverless. The taxi driver is telling me now you're going to have driverless Ubers coming here. That's a problem. But he's saying, so what will happen is there'll be a national living wage. So people will just be given like benefits standardly. So you get your UC and then that's just what you'll get. That's just your money. But then what he's saying is people won't know what to do with their time. It will lead to a higher rate in suicide and things like this because people need a purpose. So do you start addressing it now, act like it's going to happen, and we start addressing what we find as people's new purpose as human? What do we do with our time? Or do you slow it down? I think really slow it down. I think just a whole technology in general just needs to just slow it down now. Like that, you got your phone, you got your smartphone, you got your internet, you got your radar systems, you got whatever you got. The drones is a bit too far. It's too invasive. It's too much. And AI has just gone too far now. Like with the whole people using it for the propaganda. Like now news is getting to a point where it's a bit reality and fake is a bit too similar.
The blending is mad. The blending is crazy. So you've got control of Mars as well, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do on the planet Mars?
Leave it well alone. It's over there. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Sort the oceans out. Yeah. We got our own planet.
Yeah.
We ain't even fixed that up yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you're halfway through decorating your house and you go around to someone else's house and go like, mate, it's a bit shabby in here, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's like, just leave it, innit? Let them do their own thing. I don't know what's over there. I don't want to know what's over there. When they're ready to come chat to you, they'll come chat to you, innit? And then we can figure out, innit?
Okay.
But for right now, they ain't asking for help.
So focusing on God's green one, and then.
I don't even think and then. I don't even think we need to do and then.
Yeah.
And just
There's
leave
no and then.
it, bruv.
And just leave it. Okay.
Listen, I don't know what was ever there before it went nuclear. If something was there, or if it wasn't, or why? I don't get it. I think it's a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Man, like whatever, he's trying to make it as like this holiday destination, this crazy world holiday destination, and you can just like go Butlins. I mean, like for the money, buy Butlins. You can have your own Butlins.
Butlins over Mars.
Yeah, bro. Like why, man? I just can't. Me personally, I can't see the point in it. Not when we got so much that we could be doing here. I think we need to just give it a rest on this whole like the world's ending, to be honest. Just give it up. Like just instead of seeing the problem, just think about the solutions and just stick with it and just try work it out, innit? That's and everyone stop being so selfish and you don't need to go to Mars.
So in all of these questions, The most important question is, do you still want this responsibility?
Again, so I was saying, I don't think anyone should
Yeah.
rule the world. I feel that's like it's a bad idea. I think like if the sky opened up, and like hopefully it wasn't like it's not a hologram or something. We're moving into this, but if the sky opened up and whatever it is that runs this plane came down and say, "Yo, Konz, like you have got to take on this responsibility. We need your help." You know what I mean? You got the idea, and then okay, yeah. Other than that, no, I got things to do, man. I'm trying. Like, I think it's just nah. I don't think anyone should have that need. I don't think anyone should even have the want or need to rule that much. Maybe, man, but hey, do you know what? Maybe I ain't sat in the palace.
Yeah.
I ain't sat in the chair.
I hear it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe I sit in that chair and I go, yeah. And maybe even everything I said today goes out the window. I'm like, you know what, actually, I'm just having a fun time instead. Yeah, let's go to Mars. Do you know what I mean? Maybe, innit? Let's send some rockets off. Yeah, let's have battle wars. Let's just start it, innit?
Let's get it cracking.
You don't know, innit? That's like saying no one can't tell until you do something. No one can't say what it is or isn't. A lot of people don't do things because they sit and think about what the negative aspect of it is, you know, or they don't, I don't know, or they think it's just going to be, or I don't know. But yeah, and I think people should just do a bit more traveling and see the world, and if you have the opportunity to do that.
What would be your first message quickly to the whole entire world?
Bear with me a second.
Yeah.
No, that's the message.
Yeah. Bear with me a second.
Bear with me a second. It's a lot going on. I'll get back to you.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Ladies and gents, Konz369, the writer, the poet, the actor, the film director, the everything. You guys aren't even ready. He has been your ruler of the world. My name is X. Thanks for listening to If I Rule the World. If you like this episode, please follow us. The podcast was created and produced by Marnie Duke for The Big House. See you next time. Yeah.